Hello and welcome to episode 23 of the Wibbly Wobbly Geeky Weekly podcast. I'm Joe.
And I'm Dave, and who knew Miley Cyrus and I had the same fetishes?
The hell are you talking about?
Being surrounded by furries, while fingering yourself and getting taken from behind by Beetlejuice.
Good night, folks. Ew.
It's gross.
Yeah. Like I said, all I saw of that performance was her taking a couple steps down the stairs going,
Not to
she was having
mention
a seizure.
that two-piece was not very flattering for her ass.
Nothing about any of that was flattering in any way, shape, or form. I was waiting for a yiff pile to appear. Or a fur pile, whatever the hell it's called. But anyway, how have you been, dude?
I'm alright. I am in a very, very good mood this week because I found out that the restaurant that I would hang out at, that had closed, that some bitch turned into a Thai restaurant,
Oh God, yeah,
had
don't even.
been closed and is being reopened as a luncheonette again. So I'll have my place to hang out. I even applied for a job.
Hallelujah.
I even applied for a job there this week and offered to work Friday and Saturday night bar rush if she decides to do that.
Awesome. Congratulations. Hopefully you will get that.
That place was my cheer. She's opening in 2 weeks.
And if they're doing the bar rush, that means y'all be open until about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Actually, more than that. If
Which,
she does it the old way, she won't close till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
well, if that's the case, maybe one night when I get out of work at 1, I'll just take a ride out there and have a cup of coffee with you around 3 in the morning. Wouldn't be the first time I've done something like that. What the hell?
Uh,
So,
and how have you been, my friend?
okay, I'm getting a few extra hours. I think I've gotten just about everything sorted out to be able to get the tickets for the plane to go out to my brother's wedding.
Yeah, that'll be
Um,
fun. I'm taking the fun route. I'm taking the bus, so I will meet interesting people. I will be listening to weird sounds, strange, and I will hear or smell strange smells.
all coming from those probably interesting people.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. Last time I took a bus out there, I met this really hot model that was taking the bus. You know, and it's a great bus trip when right away she showed you her nude photos.
I'll take your word on that because hell no, I ain't taking a damn bus ever again.
Well, we're gonna start this party with a bang. Would we like to go? Start off with the elephant in the room.
No, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna save that for the meat of the show because that's gonna take us forever to get through.
Come on, everybody already knows. I mean, God, it was on the national. It was on national news. It was on the local news.
All
We're
right,
in reporting this.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Adam West is Batman. People, good night.
What the hell? I thought it was Clooney.
You will not mention that name. Not when it comes to Batman.
I didn't have a problem with Clooney. It was everything going on around Clooney that I had a problem with.
He was a fine Bruce Wayne, but he was a lousy Batman.
And why didn't
Schumacher
Alicia
sucked
Silverstone
balls.
have the nipples on her suit?
Either that or just have him cut away. Have that part of the suit cut away so she doesn't need them on her suit.
Yes. Now, as everybody knows, Ben Affleck has signed on to play Robin. So, what? You don't want to
No,
see him in the red and green tights?
That's Matt Damon. He's playing Robin.
Oh, I say it could be worse. It could be the original Robin suit, running around in kind of the vest and the green tighty
And the
tight
extra
underwear.
bulge.
No, Obviously, he is Batman. What do you think about this?
I honestly, I don't have a problem with it. As much everybody's giving, within hours of people finding out, they were putting up petitions for Warner Brothers to,
Yeah,
take it back. But I don't see a problem with it. I liked um, Ben in what was it? Yeah,
Daredevil.
Daredevil. I liked him in that. Daredevil, with the exception of the bit of powers, is basically Batman. You know,
Yeah.
he's kind of like Batman, except in this version he was willing to kill. But I had no problem with that movie. All you got to do now is take the Daredevil suit, stick a cape on it, make the ears a little pointier.
Give him LASIK surgery so he can see.
Basically, I'm gonna put it the way the Joker did. The ears are too long, and I missed the cape, but otherwise, really.
Well, it's like the joke I made with you earlier. I'm like, so does that mean Alfred is going to be leading Daredevil around the Batcave? We're going to have a blind Batman. We're screwed.
I was listening
Batman's
to
like
Hollywood
Joker,
Babylon
and he's
this
got the
week.
cane in front of him.
I
Joker's
was
standing
listening-
behind him.
I was listening to Hollywood Babylon this week, and Kevin Smith is ecstatic about this.
Of course he is. He's best friends with him.
Not only that, well, the
And,
first
so
thing
that's a good thing.
the first thing out of his mouth is, "I bought Ben his house." That means I own Wayne Manor.
I like that.
He's like, Batman's my bitch. We're gonna get Jason Mewes to be the Riddler.
Oh God,
I
just pictured Kevin Smith as Egghead.
Kevin is Egghead.
Yes.
He's not that bald yet.
Just a quick couple of shaves. He's only got about 3 or 4 hairs left. Then he could look like George.
Hey,
Hi, George. We know you watch. But yeah, no. Honestly, I don't have a single issue with this at all.
I reserve my right
Um,
to. I reserve the right to watch the movie before I cast any judgment.
exactly.
Now, I wasn't planning on going to see Man of Steel. Yeah, and they announced that, or Man of Steel 2, Superman versus Batman.
Yep.
But they announced it was going to be that Superman versus Batman. And I thought, okay, I'm a little intrigued. Maybe they'll be doing a whole Dark Knight Returns thing. And then this past week, I got intrigued a little bit more when they mentioned Ben. I mean, some think that this is a step back for him because of, recent, Oscar winning.
Yeah.
Because, of Argo. He's gone from indie films to, directing a Oscar-winning movie to back to playing a superhero, and people are kind of getting disappointed with him about that because they think he's better than that.
Yeah. But if that's the case, then you've got guys. Excuse me, his name just escaped me. Ian McKellen. Wow, Ian McKellen. Plays Gandalf, but he should be too big for that. Or he plays Magneto, but he should be too big for that. Patrick Stewart, a trained Shakespearean actor, played Captain Picard on Star Trek. Granted, he was supposed to be French. Don't know how that happened, but you know what? He should have been too big for that. People will do roles that they want to do because, A, sometimes taking a step back and doing something that might be considered, I don't know, fun might help them.
Oh, and the funniest thing.
And B, sometimes you take that money from the fun role to make the smaller movies or the movies that you want to make that you can put money towards.
And Patrick Stewart, oh my God, he is like, you mentioned he's a Shakespearean actor, but what he does with,
like, I'm not a fan of American Dad, but I like his character on
awesome
there.
on American Dad. There's one episode where he gets a machine that turns water into cocaine and goes on a binge with a bunch of hookers.
Yeah, exactly. But
Oh, but I honestly don't have a problem. We also have some other news
some.
involving Dark Knight. Uh, I'm sorry, the Dark Knight and or Superman, Batman. Uh, you want to take that because I believe you have the story up about, or don't you?
I apologize. Another story about Batman. This is the first I'm hearing about that. Oh! I know what you're talking about. You are talking about Bryan Cranston.
Yes.
Yeah, he's going to be playing Mixoplick. I mean Lex Luthor. Sorry.
I was
They
honest.
kind of look similar, except one's tall and the other one's short.
You
They're
know,
from another dimension.
it's a good choice. It's a good choice, but
For
I
Mixie,
still was hoping. I
I'm
was
just
still
going to keep
hoping
fucking poor little Dave
for
up here
Michael
tonight.
Rosenbaum. I would have loved to see Michael Rosenbaum back in that character again. He's older now.
Yeah, that would have been interesting, but you know what? Bryan Cranston is an awesome choice. He really is, and it's being reported through Sci-fi that it's been reported as of today that he's signed. So this is just a few hours old. Um, but yes, let me read the story here. Breaking Bad's Bryan Cranston has signed a deal to portray Batty Lex Luthor. For those upset with Ben Affleck in the role of Batman, this latest news should soothe some of those savage hearts. All I gotta say to those people is start getting the hell over it. It's happening. This is a thing now. Um, Cranston, most known for playing Meth King Walter White in the multi-award winning AMC cable series Breaking Bad, is reported to have signed a multi-appearance deal with DC Comics / Warner Brothers. He could star as Lex Luthor for as many as 6 major DC films, where he is likely to show up in a variety of different scenarios featuring Batman, Superman, and other DC comic heroes. After 5 seasons of Breaking Bad, the Emmy winner is moving headlong with a vengeance onto the big screen. He currently has 5 movies in different levels of production, with releases expected through 2016. Besides this breaking news, the other anticipated genre film Cranston is starring in will be the 2014 remake of Godzilla.
And Godzilla's looking good right now.
I'm cautiously optimistic, especially after what we saw the last time the Americans got their hand on that franchise. I'm not. I can't say I'm not looking forward to it because I am. At the same time, I am just going to be very, very careful and very optimistic.
I also got
cautiously optimistic.
Also got some, little stuff about an interview with Morgan Freeman on, him possibly reprising his role as Lucius Fox. His response: it wasn't a no, but it was, I don't think they'd pick me, if they're, since they're going in a new direction. I don't think they'd pick me. But honestly, I would love to see him as Lucius Fox.
I would.
Again,
I would.
He was a character that kept Batman kind of grounded. He was like, Alfred, but he was like Bruce Wayne's Alfred instead of, Batman's Alfred.
Right.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yep.
Okay, because I'm confusing myself right now.
Take a step back, take a deep breath, slap yourself in the face.
And I gotta take 5 seconds.
Damn it.
You do your next story. I have to go get my power cord because we spent so much time looking up crap that I'm running out of power on my laptop.
Yeah.
You do your next story. I will return really quickly.
I say the thing is reason it's so late is due to the fact that I kind of ended up having to, lucky me, go see Man of Steel again. Ugh. Anyway, he wants me to take over and do another story. That's what we're gonna do. The next story I have lined up is actually about Sylvester Stallone. Again, this is coming from Slice of Sci-Fi. This is a report. Story is a little bit older, but this is just the first time I came across it. So, Stallone could be heading to TV. Can the small screen contain the bulk? It might just happen, according to the Hollywood Reporter. Stallone is in negotiations to join AV Learners. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. Television production totally based on Sly's Rambo character.
Yeah.
Both men will be working together, shopping the small screen concept of the big screen mercenary to broadcasters nationally and to networks across the globe. If given a go ahead, or if given a go and a buy, from a network, Stallone would participate on the creative side of the project and may even reprise his role as Rambo. Stallone has made very few television appearances over his 43-year career. If successfully sold, this would be his first real lead in a weekly television scripted show. He currently has 4 films at different levels of production, including a rumored appearance in Creed as Rocky Balboa. A Rambo television series.
I do not see it.
Did this already happen? It was a cartoon. It wasn't very good.
I don't see it.
You know what? This could work if it goes to something like HBO or Showtime or Cinema or one of the pay stations. Maybe even AMC or FX.
Hell, even NBC, because NBC has been pushing the envelope a lot lately.
You wouldn't get away with that show on NBC.
Have you seen Hannibal?
Like I said, you wouldn't get away with Rambo. Have you seen the last Rambo movie?
Yeah, you haven't seen Hannibal then. I'm talking.
I watched an episode.
You've seen none of the crime scenes, I don't think.
I saw one of the crime scenes. Wasn't anything worse than I've seen on Bones.
I'm talking like they had like a tower of limbs and body parts built like a totem, 30 feet high, stuff like that.
Oh, you mean kind of like the body limbs of the Borg from Voyager, where they had like an 8-foot pile of just body parts and heads and torsos.
Not CGI.
This wasn't CGI.
On board on that one, it was.
Voyager, no, it was not. Go take a look at that again. That was a prop. That was multiple props put together, and it was creepy looking. So that's something that's been done before. Rambo is just...
I don't see it.
I don't see it working on television. It doesn't mean it won't. We've been surprised before. Like you, look how much you enjoy Hannibal. A lot of people seem to be enjoying Hannibal. It's not my cup of tea, but that's just
I'm enjoying Hannibal, but the one I was expecting more out of, I'm very disappointed was...
The Psycho?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that still on even?
Yeah. They have a second season coming out, I think.
I'm genuinely surprised. I hate to say that, but I am. You mind if I jump in with another story real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Not so much a story, but a very quick review. You haven't seen the movie yet, so I'll keep it very spoiler-free. I did get to see At World's End this weekend. Got to see it Friday when it opened. If you are in any way, shape, or form a fan of Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz, you need to go see this last movie. Dave, at one point, going by the trailer, is like, oh, well, it looks like a couple of the same jokes are reused. Yeah, a couple of them are. But like like the other two movies, it is its own story. It is spoofing a different genre. You had Shaun of the Dead spoofing the zombie/horror genre. You had Hot Fuzz doing the buddy cop/action movie genre. In this one, you have the science fiction/alien invasion genre. And oh my god, it is just hysterical. the theater we were at actually ended up applauding the movie at the end of it. It's well written, it's well acted, and you can tell that they've taken their experience from the first two movies and really applied it to this film. They did a really, really good job with the fight choreography. Because you look at Shaun of the Dead, you could tell that they were choreographed pretty well, especially beating a zombie with pool sticks in time to a Queen song was hysterical. But then you look at Hot Fuzz and you look at the fights in that one, and they were a notch better. In this one, they're excellent. The first major fight being in a bathroom, and it is absolutely brilliant. Um, yeah, I really don't want to give the major twist away. Um, yeah, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can say. It's about five friends who Simon Pegg's character cons into coming back to the town to do what they call the Golden Mile, which is a pub crawl. 12 pubs one night, having a drink at each one. And Simon Pegg is basically, I don't give a damn if the world is ending, I am going to finish this thing. To the point where you have the entire town chasing them and trying to kill them. And he just pours himself a drink real quick while somebody's guarding the door. He goes, get in the car, everybody get to safety. They all get in the car. He waits, and then turns around, runs the other direction, jumps out a window so he can try to get to the next bar. It's brilliant. It's just absolutely astonishing how well these guys have done. It's the end of a trilogy, and it's a fitting end. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, definitely go see this movie because, oh my god, it deserves so much better than opening in fifth fucking place. What is it with these good movies and opening in crap?
Well, people in the U.S., don't know good entertainment, like British television, like we do.
Meanwhile, Planes is doing well. Fuck you, Disney. Go ahead with your story before I actually start to blow a gasket before I need to.
All right. 1 second here. I have my story, or I had it.
You has this story?
Yo, I'm in the Bible now, bitch. This is a direct quote from Breaking Bad's a fucking ad, right? It's a direct quote from Aaron Paul. He's been cast in Ridley Scott's new movie Exodus, joining Ben Kingsley, Sigourney Weaver, John Turturro, and Christian Bale will be playing Moses.
I command the dark day to run. What was that? Can somebody get this man a lodgings? I have 10 commandments. Did he say he had 10 hot dogs? I have no idea what the man is saying.
Oh, they can't.
I will part the Red Sea.
But you know what?
You have a venereal disease? What did you say?
Okay, the joke has run its course. So he has a bad Batman voice.
No,
but
it's not bad.
Ridley Scott's doing a new Ten Commandments based movie because we haven't had plenty of those already. But the last good one I had to say was
The
Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt.
The animated feature.
Yeah, you know what?
One of the defining moments of that movie that stood out for me was after Moses had parted the Red Sea. They're walking through, and you can see the fish in the background swimming in the water while it's, parted. Stuff like that. Little stuff like that catches my attention. Squirrel. Sorry. But, I don't know. You think we're ready for another...
You mean the defining moment for you wasn't Martin Short and Steve Martin in that film?
No. Fuck no. Hell no. now I just gotta. What do you think of Ridley Scott teaming up with Sigourney Weaver? For this type of movie.
Actually, as well as they worked together before, I would actually be willing to possibly give that movie a shot to see them work together again.
Trouble is, you know what they're gonna do in the movie? Aliens.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm there. I part the no, I'm sorry. I part the Red Sea, and then an alien pops out, grabs Christian Bale, rips his head off, and lays eggs down his throat. That sounds even better. So, what other news have you got?
Oh, let's
You know
see.
which one we're saving for the end.
Oh yes, I will be showing us a very disturbing video, or disturbing to me anyway. What else we got here? Oh, did you do your China story?
No, that's you go ahead and do your next story, and then I'll do that one.
Well, Joss Whedon talking about killing an Avenger in Age of Ultron. The Avengers 2. What is it with Joss Whedon and Stephen Moffat?
Well,
I mean,
it's Joss Whedon. Were there any couples in the Avengers?
yes,
Who?
yes, there were.
Who?
They got real close with Hawkeye and Black Widow a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I'm sorry.
They touched on it a little bit. They didn't say it was a full-on romance or anything, but she clearly had some feelings for him besides read in her ledger.
I don't know. I don't think I could back that one. I can't really see them as a couple. Not saying you're wrong. That's just my opinion.
It's either that or they could kill Pepper.
Okay.
She doesn't really do much in that movie anyway. She does what, 12%?
I thought it was 11.
Uh,
Yeah, you're right. It is 12. Okay. Just
12% of a moment. I got nothing at the moment.
I've got two more stories.
All right.
The first one, and one of them you haven't heard about. It literally just posted a couple of
Well, I
hours
actually
ago.
do have one more story in between your.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do this one, then you do your next one.
All righty.
This is from IGN.com. China's military calls Pacific Rim American propaganda. No. I can never pronounce this poor man's name. I'm just going to call him Director Toro. Director Toro's Pacific Rim is a box office smash in China, but the Chinese military doesn't like it one bit, calling the movie blatant propaganda used to spread American values and ideas. According to IO9, the Chinese military's newspaper Play Daily published an article last Friday slamming Warner Brothers and Legendary's Robots vs. Monster movie. The article, written by Zhang Zili, essentially claimed that Pacific Rim, and every other Hollywood movie for that matter, is nothing but an American plot against China. However, as IO9 points out, it doesn't even sound like GD watched the movie. In his write-up, he describes the film's Jaeger program, The Wall, and the final assault as a farce set up by the Americans to save the world by playing the part of world police. Obviously, that is untrue, as the film orchestrates a multinational effort, actually promoting the unity of all countries, including China, which even has its own Jaeger, the Crimson Typhoon, in the film. ZD goes on to point out other drastic problems he had with Pacific Rim, as well as addresses the film's mockery of Hong Kong. And there's a link here that I want to quickly run into. What was it he said about? Okay. The decisive battle against the monsters was deliberately set in South China Sea adjacent to Hong Kong. The intention was to demonstrate the U.S. commitment to maintaining stability in the Asia Pacific area and saving the mankind. It's a direct quote. That's why it's the mankind. Oy. Despite the op-ed piece, Pacific Rim has continued to flourish, and China has earned over 100 million since it opened there earlier this summer. Do you hear that, people? 100 fucking million dollars in China. Get the hell over yourselves and go see this goddamn movie.
I still haven't been able to see it.
You're part of the damn problem.
You want to pay for me to go see it? I will go see it.
I offered to do that at one point when I was going to be up there. I'm busy that day. Doing what? Washing my hair.
What hair?
I'm washing my Wolverine-style chops.
Seriously?
Just fucking with you.
I don't make fun of your third neck.
Why not? What do you mean third? I got a fourth.
I wanted to pick on the
and I
third
stole
one.
Viscera's third boob. Only WWE fans are going to get that one.
Horrible.
Thank you.
All right, my next story.
Can you tell I'm half asleep tonight? That and I'm on cold medicine.
That is usually the best. Don't say medicine, man, because they just approved weed in Connecticut, medical marijuana, so I can actually go to the doctor and get some.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, shit. I suddenly came down with glaucoma.
No, I can actually get some for my epilepsy.
Yeah, you could. You better get plenty. Anyway.
CBS Films. Talking about a movie called Split. Now, the synopsis for this is a young orphan who is contacted by an identical twin she never knew she had. But when they meet, they discover they share superhuman abilities and wind up on the run from powerful pursuers. I'm getting this off of comicbookmovie.com, by the way. The premise for the superhero film has already drawn a comparison to already established properties, such as the Wonder Twins, Gen 13, Escape to Witch Mountain, and Escape to Witch Mountain. No release date has yet been set at this time.
See, I can't comment because I don't know a lot about the comic.
Well, dude, that's not my problem. It's just, they've got 3 different examples of that same, and I've been extremely disappointed with CBS over the past few years. The only thing I watch on CBS is Big Bang Theory.
I thought you watched NCIS. Isn't that in CBS?
No, that is a mockery of forensic science, that show.
I thought you were going to say, for a second, I thought you were going to say that's a mockery of Friends.
No, NCIS or CSI, those are mockeries of, forensic science. They use like all these, they can use stuff that doesn't exist to figure out crimes and whatnot. And they made that piece of shit called Elementary.
Oh, don't say it's a piece of shit.
Oh, that's giving shit a bad name.
Exactly. What the hell is wrong with you?
But CBS has not had a good track record in the past. They've only got, my parents actually watch 2 shows on there, and that's, I think, Blue Bloods and Hawaii Five-0.
Yeah.
Now, Hawaii Five-0, you know what? It has a good following. They've had interactive episodes. They had an episode that they recreated from the original series, starring Peter Weller.
Yep.
As a sniper who's killing cops. And they pretty much shot that frame for frame.
Yeah, that particular episode.
It was a decent episode, but as a whole, CBS has been going downhill from in my eyes. I don't know about you.
Honestly, there's not a whole hell of a lot I watch on there anymore. I watch Big Bang when I can. Otherwise, not really a whole lot.
You
Um,
watch you watch Two and a Half Men, don't you?
Fuck no, I didn't watch that when it was popular. And just to see how badly I can distract Dave, I just sent him a link on his IM. Not going to tell him what it is until he opens it up and looks at it.
If I open it up and look at it, I won't be able to continue with our show.
You will, but
and they will be able to hear what's playing in the background.
No, it's not a video. It's not a video. So you just go ahead and pause your picture for a minute, and I'll just go on with the my last story real fast.
All right, hurry up.
And it just went away. That's not funny. There we go.
You're a mean person, you know that?
Why? What are you seeing?
I haven't seen anything yet, but all I could do is read the top.
It paused on you, didn't it?
No, it's still loading.
No.
Actually, I've been watching that cosplay show on Sci-fi Network, which is, they got one of the girls from Nerdist. She dresses up as Lydia Dietz for one of the cons.
Yeah, my fiance watches that show.
Yeah, but I just want Yaya Han.
Yeah. This isn't so much a story, but I wanted to read this anyway. William Shatner tweets to Ben Affleck, "Congratulations! If you need an Alfred, let me know." This is coming from Geek Tyrant. That's the tweet. This is how the story, quote unquote, starts. "Seriously though, William, they wouldn't even let you be in the reboots of Star Trek. What the hell makes you think this would happen?" Okay, maybe that was too mean, but in all honesty, what about the Shatman even remotely resembles Alfred? For starters, Alfred is slender, something Shatner hasn't been since the 1960s. Secondly, no. I just don't see it, and I never would see it. In fact, casting William Shatner as Alfred would be tantamount to a Batman and Robin level screw up. And then
what about Nimoy?
And then it says, "Am I overreacting?" I don't think so. I no, because you know what? I would just keep seeing. I would just keep seeing Spock talking to Batman. "I'm going out tonight, Alfred."
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of Mr. Wayne.
"May I please mind meld with you, sir, so I know what you're saying?" Yeah, that's it for my stories. I think you had something. Just to let you know, I do not yet have editing equipment. So what you're going to see is going to be taken off of Dave's television. So I apologize for any distortions or anything you may get in the meantime.
I will do my best.
Would you like to set this piece up, Dave?
Well, my mom was watching CNN this morning. They're giving out what they call the award of the day. Now, the story started out really cool. I got into it, because it's a story about, a geek like myself. And what you'll see in the video totally just ruined it for me.
Oh, it ruined it for a lot of people, evidently.
I haven't heard anybody else, response to it. I don't know if you saw anything, but it just rubbed me the wrong way. And the fact that the rest of the anchors went along with it.
Yeah.
Really made it worse. Now, I'm going to real quickly turn the camera around. There we go. And I'm going to let you look at my TV.
Let me take Yeah, higher. Higher.
Just a minute.
What a wonderful rug you have.
Thank you. Can you see it all right?
Just do me a favor and you're recording on your iPad, right?
Yes, I am.
Swing the iPad around.
All right, fine. That's gonna.
There you go.
There you go.
Now
That's
I'm
what you
looking
get
at
for doing that.
Looking at the floor again. There we go. And give it about 2 seconds. And there you go. Go ahead and play, and we will be silent for the next 2 minutes.
John Berman, our own superhero, coming from Washington, where all great men are.
Is there a cape lurking under that blazer?
And always a cape and tights, just so you know. All right, I want to introduce you to someone here. His name is Chris Palmer from Detroit. What did he do? He decided to build a replica of Kit from Knight Rider. I'm talking about a pretty exact replica here. It took about 3...
Oh, shoot.
What happened?
I hit the wrong button.
You didn't erase it, did you?
No.
91 Trans Ams.
There we go.
He actually had to buy several other Trans Ams to make up the whole thing. Listen to what he said.
I have transformed into Kit by changing the fenders, the hood, the Knight Rider Season 4 nose, and a Season 1 dash.
Of course, the Season 4 nose and the Season 1 dash. Chris Palmer, you won our award today. It is the Gosh, I Hope You Were Already Married award. Why? Because I'm not completely sure about this, but I'm thinking the come check out my Season 4 nose and Season 1 dash, it might not be the most effective pickup line. I'm just saying. Enjoy your car, pal.
Exactly. Wow, John. I didn't even know it was going to take that turn. I'm proud. All right. 2.
Yeah.
Hey, John Berman, you're the douchebag of the day award, you fucking cunt. Please talk for a minute. I don't even want to.
Of the day is an understatement. Let me fix my camera. There we go. Yeah, this guy really rubbed me. I got really psyched about this. You know, somebody taking their time, their hobby, rebuilding a car, you know, and to turn that around and basically, yeah, I am totally. Now, I'm not a big fan of the bully movement, but this guy put this kid on national television just to make fun of him.
Yeah.
And these people, these anchors, went along with him. You know, I did not expect that. I didn't know it was going that way. I'm proud. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, and the sad thing is, I noticed that I can't find this report anywhere on CNN. I know it's a small story. It's not the biggest story on the world. I get that. But I noticed that there's really no way to respond to that. If you're so proud of that report, you should let people be able to respond to that and to let you know what a giant fucking piece of crap you are. CNN, in my opinion, to go off topic really quick, has been kind of going the way of Fox News as it is.
Yeah.
I used to really, really like CNN, but Fox is like, "Rrr," and MSNBC is, "Rrr," so CNN is like, apparently we have to do the same thing and make fun of people that are slightly different.
Case in point, 2 things that annoyed me about CNN. 1, during Sandy Hook, a big thing here in Connecticut, they were making up numbers of how many people were dead.
All of them were doing that because they wanted to be the first to report the accuracy.
2,
And they were all wrong.
when this crap went down in Syria a few days ago, they said, we cannot confirm this, but we're going to show you this video. Which, by all definitions, brings me back to Christopher Titus. The real terrorists are the news networks. They're the ones that keep people scared.
Yeah. But back onto this.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Believe me, we both have the similar feelings on this. That's like basically telling somebody in this day and age, you like comic book movies? Ugh, what's wrong with you? You're a fucking geek. You're never going to get a date. Or if you read comic books, or if you collect cars, or you make models, any of that shit. What the hell is wrong with you? Hey, you go to museums? Oh, you're just artsy fartsy. You're too good for the fucking world. You should sit at home and just stare at your fucking paintings all day. I mean, what the hell?
I mean,
it's literally just basically, oh, look at me. I have a high-paying job. I am this version of the high school jock. You're the nerd. I'm going to kick your ass. He just managed to be able to do it on national fucking television. You're a big man. Why don't you go back and talk to that guy now that you've just embarrassed him on national television? He looks to be about twice your size. I'm sure he'd be happy to get you alone in a room for a couple of minutes.
and you want to know something? You know, the guy that probably this fucktard's boss is probably a geek. Because we're everywhere.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
everywhere.
Well, that's like anytime you see them, any news station do a report on Comic-Con or Kinetic-Con or Dragon-Con or any of the sci-fi stuff. Do they ever go in and talk about, hey, they're doing this thing where they show you how you can make a costume, or they're actually doing a science talk in here. They're talking about these great movies from the past. Nope, it's, look at the silly people in costumes. I mean, Jesus Christ, come on. Really? These things have been around for 30 years. You're still focusing on the people who go there and dress up and have fun? Really? This is your major thing? Never mind the boom to the economy that it gives to that area for the week or the weekend, depending on how long it is. Nope, that doesn't matter. That dude's wearing a skirt. That's like that video I showed you a little while ago. Star Wars despecialized. It took, what, 8 different sources, 9 different sources, and at least 12 or 13 fans, if not more. There was a lot who remain anonymous. What they did is they made a fan edit of all 3 Star Wars films. This had to have taken them at least a year and a half per film. And back up just a little bit. I just see your belly.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
If I do this and I'm sitting in the chair because my back hurts, it's just so far away.
Gotcha. Well, my apologies then. Never mind. But you saw that it was an 11-minute video. You saw the work that they put into that.
Yeah.
This would be the CNN report. These guys lovingly recreated the Star Wars theatrical movie that everyone, or not everyone, but a lot of the fans have been wanting to see that George Lucas won't give them. They're a group of fucking dorks. That would be the report right there. Including that stupid laugh, because they kind of just stopped shy of doing that. That woman who laughed was just on the verge of doing that laugh.
The video that I showed you from my TV doesn't do it justice, but that woman has the fattest ass you wouldn't believe.
Oh, yeah, no, I've seen her. She's, you know, I'm not, I mean, granted, I'm only slightly smaller than Jabba the Hutt myself, but, ooh, boy, yeah, no.
Yeah, this woman should not be wearing a dress that tight.
No, she shouldn't.
You know, you want to make fun of people? I can make fun of people. I'm very good at making fun of people. Me and my friends do it competitively.
Oh yeah, we all do.
Bring it on, really. I'm serious.
We've had entire nights where all we do is sit there and verbally kick each other in the nuts for 2 or 3 hours, and at the end of the night, okay guys, see you later.
It's a fungus-infested cum bubble.
You cock-juggling thunder cunt. You know, shit like this. But, which is what John Berman is, by the way. I get it. You want to do funny stories. Find an actual funny story.
No,
because you want to know what a funny story would be?
Not funny, fun.
No. No. Yeah, well, fun stories too, but you want to know what a funny story would be? John Berman run over by Kit. That would be an awesomely funny story.
And the fact that in the beginning of that interview, he's telling them that I have a cape and tights underneath. That makes me think he's super. No offense to all our gay crowd out there.
The
Down with
ambiguously
Russia.
gay duo. Sorry.
Down with Russia.
I don't know. That's just it's just horrible. I don't want to say it's racist because it's not. It's geek bashing. It's something that
It's a
high and mighty people and self-important people do every day
it's a
of the
public
fucking
form of
week.
bullying. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
And I'm not a big
They're
fan.
basically telling this guy, you should be ashamed of what you've done. Never mind the fact that in your free time, you bought several cars and lovingly recreated a car that you've always wanted. Nope, you should be ashamed of yourself. What the hell is wrong with you? You will never get it. I got news for you. The guy's a hell of a lot better looking than I am. He's a hell of a lot better looking than Dave is.
You want to know what the
I don't
first
think
thing
I don't think he's going to have a
kid?
problem. Hey, you know what? All he's got to do is pick up a girl who happens to be a fan of Knight Rider, who I know quite a few, and you know what? They're all pretty fucking hot. I'll bet you he'll get a goddamn date a hell of a lot quicker than that Berman motherfucker.
Hey, you want to know what one of my first toys was that I remember? Was my Knight Rider big wheel.
For me, it wasn't the big wheel. It was the car that you could hit the button, and it had like 8 or 9 different phrases, and it came with the Michael Knight sitting in the passenger seat. I mean, the driver's seat.
I had the big wheel, and I would ride that thing down a 45-degree sloped hill, and get into the end up in the driveway, hit the brake on the side, spin around.
Oh yeah.
Pretend I had turbo.
Oh yeah, exactly. But now, this was a show created by Knight Rider. For anybody who doesn't know, was a show created by Glenn Larson, who also created Battlestar, the original Battlestar Galactica. That's why Kit has the red light going back and forth.
He's a Cylon.
In homage to the Cylons, which I happen to have. I used to have a Cylon action figure. So my Cylon action figure would be riding in the passenger seat next to Michael Knight inside of a car that had the same goddamn red eye that the Cylon had.
And the fun thing is, Knight Rider, as we reported a few weeks back, is getting a comic book.
Knight Rider is?
Yes, it is.
When did we report this? Because I don't remember that.
That was a few weeks back.
I remember Robotech.
Knight Rider, Airwolf, Punky Brewster. All those
yeah, that's
shows.
right. That's right. But hey, you know what? All these comics over here. Oh no, I guess I'll never get a date. Oh, my Star Wars poster over here. Oh, my JLA poster hidden behind it. I guess I'll never get a date or anything. Oh wait, I'm fucking engaged. Shut the hell up, Berman. You have no goddamn clue what you're talking about.
Exactly. You think we've ranted enough? No, but we have to stop.
You want to know something? This is how this is what I'd like to see happen to Berman. Since they're forcing the Dinobots in the Transformers 4, if Prime is going to be riding the Dinobots, let's give Berman a cameo. We'll have Grimlock step on them as they run by. There you go. I might almost pay to see Transformers 4 just to watch that. No, I'm never getting over that story. Ever.
No, you aren't.
Ever.
Bumblebee flying around on...
But, well, like I said, Bumblebee is mentally challenged, so maybe they'll have Bumblebee riding the Stegosaurus going... He's got to be mentally challenged, because he learned how to speak and then forgot. He had one line in all 3 movies, and then the next one he's using his radio again. It's like... What, was he punched in the throat? What? No, he's just stupid.
Hell,
I get it. The yellow isn't the color. The yellow is the helmet he's wearing. Gotcha. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hell, at least he got his voice back in Transformers Prime.
Yes, and he's now being voiced by Batman Beyond. Not sure how I feel about that.
Or Lionel.
Or Deadpool from Ultimate Spider-Man. Sorry, I didn't mean to go for
Like, my God, there could be booby traps. He said traps.
Fantasy fight.
Uh,
Oh, God. All right. On that note, because it's almost 20 after 12, we should probably end this because it's going to take me at least 2 hours to get it up on YouTube.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. Would you like to let them know where they can get a hold of us?
Well, you can watch us on our YouTube page at Wobbly Pod, the Wobbly Pod channel. We are at Wobbly Pod on Facebook, Twitter. I realized we had one Twitter follower besides myself. I think it's one of Paula's relatives.
Ah, well, hello, Paula's relative. I haven't had a chance to look at it, so.
We also are on wobblypod at yahoo.com and at gmail.com. Leave us a message. Tell us we suck.
Tell us you're John Berman and give us your address.
With not for free.
If you're John Berman and you're listening, give me your address. I'd love to meet you.
Or just have us on CNN. We'll tell you what a real geek does.
Yeah. On that note, I think we should end this episode. Thank you for once again joining us on the Wibbly Wobbly Geeky Weekly podcast. I'm Joe.
And I'm Dave. And this was actually the smoothest episode we've had thus far.
Oh my God, you're right. That's frightening. We should end it now before anything goes wrong.
All right.
Fine. Good night.
Night.